Steve, that's another pre-season test completed. How did you see that one today?
Well, listen, before we talk about football, I think first and foremost, on behalf of the current players and staff, I'd like to show our sympathy and respect to Craig Shakespeare's family. Obviously tragic news, and I can see the effect it's had on a lot of staff out here, which showed the mark of the man, really. So I can't say I knew him too well personally, but I knew how much he was admired in the coaching world, and also as a person as well. So I think that's the most important message that I need to give today, is to say that our thoughts and sympathy goes with the family, and I'd like to think that we in-house here we've showed our respects in terms of the team meeting we had yesterday and the moments of silence we had on the training pitch yesterday where we all got together. So of course there was a game to play today, and we can talk about that, but for me that's the most important thing I think we should start with.
Well, thank you very much for those kind words, Steve. So obviously then on the game itself, it was a narrow defeat in the end. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, it was a test that we need, a step up in game, no doubt about that. Augsburg are obviously a good Bundesliga team, and that's the sort of competition we want to be playing now. For all of the control and possession we had in the game, I just think we need, as a team, we need to show more desire to score a goal. To play with the ball like we did and get into the positions that we did, it's to create and score goals, and that's the purpose to our game, is that we want to be at the top end of the pitch, be exciting and be threatening the goal. And the last two games, I don't feel like we've done that enough, if truth be told. So it's not particularly an attacker's thing; it's a team thing. With set piece as well, obviously we've conceded off a set piece as well, which is never okay, but it's something that we can learn from. So I just feel like there's two things, isn't there? There's performance, and then there's the result. And we want to perform in a way that win games, but to do that, you have to have a toughness about you and a ruthlessness in both ends. And like I said, the last two games, for all of the good positions that we've got in, we've got to be more of a threat on the goal. So learnings from that, and also duels. We know what's coming in the Premier League. It's a massive step up, and in the end, when you're playing 1v1s and you're combating and you're up against your opponent, you've got to win more duels than you lose. And I think that needs addressing a little bit as well from today. So listen, guys are really engaged, working really hard every day, really trying to take on the ideas, and a lot of them are coming out. But the ideas are coming out in the end to score goals and stop conceding, and that will always be our idea. So we continue with our work, but we needed the test. I've said before, you want to win games in pre-season, of course you do. I'd much rather be standing there after won a game, but it's never a disaster too much when you lose, as long as you know why, you take the learnings, and it helps you getting ready for the start of the season. So and that's where we're at, really. I look forward to getting back now to the training ground and really stepping up our work.
Yeah, 2 weeks is a long time in football, isn't it? Whether that's for player incomings or work on the pitch before that first Premier League game, of course.
Yeah, and I say it in a positive way. We want to add players to the squad, particularly at the top end of the pitch, and that's what we're trying to do. And we were so close to getting a few in this week that haven't quite worked out. And okay, we move on to the next one. So we know where we want to strengthen. We know where we want to improve. If we can improve a starter in the team, we'll do that. And we know we need to strengthen for competition in some places as well. Because like I said, this step into the Premier League is a huge one. And the guys that have been there before, including myself, we need to remind ourselves what's coming. And for the guys that are going in for the first time, we're really trying to prepare them for how it feels. So we'll keep going at that. We'll be working hard on the pitch. We'll be working hard off the pitch to try and bring players in, and hopefully we'll continue to improve, progress, and be ready for that first game.